Okay, from next time I will also stream it to YouTube so that people like you know how to get started with Java, and also most likely if a high school student want to learn Java, and they will come with your mindset. So I hope our interaction will help them to get up to speed as quickly as possible. Okay, so I hope you can see my screen.
Yes.
So first, before even actually getting onto the Java foundations, let me understand up to what level you understand your computer. That is more important.
Okay.
Okay. So what I will do is I will stop sharing my screen, and I will give you the presenter rights.
Okay.
And then you can start sharing your screen, and I will ask few questions, and we will take it from there.
Okay.
Okay, and also I want to learn US accent while training you. So if my punctuation, sorry, not punctuation, pronunciation is not correct, please fix it.
Okay.
Okay, so I gave you presenter right. You can go to the quick start and you can start sharing your screen.
Okay. Great. So I'm sharing my screen right now.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay.
I can only see the blank screen. Try to share the entire desktop rather than only one thing. Try to share the entire desktop.
Okay, give me 1 second here. More. Share my screen, right? Great.
Yes. Probably it might show you options whether to share the entire desktop or only one page.
Maybe this might be this one.
Yes, yes.
That's it.
I can see it now.
That's
okay. So, the reason why I'm asking or why I want to understand up to what level you understand your computer is, so that as part of the training I can provide you inputs which will accelerate your learning process. Not only from Java perspective, but in general from becoming software engineer perspective.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you use terminal quite often in your Mac? Do you know?
No, I don't.
So that is very, very important. You need to understand where your terminal is. Can you go to the applications in your Mac?
Yeah, terminal's right here.
Okay, you got it. So have you added to the dock? Have you added the terminal to dock?
Terminal? Yeah.
So it is in your dock at the bottom. Okay, that's good. So are you familiar with the basic Unix or Linux commands?
No. The only computers I know are all I remember is Pascal or parts of Pascal.
No, I am asking about commands.
No, no.
Okay, so for example, if you want to find list the files in a particular directory, you should know a command called ls, which will list the files. Okay.
Okay.
So there are many commands like that. So I will recommend you to go through something called man, which is man page for ls, which means it will show all the options that are available.
Okay.
I will cover few of the options. And before even start running the command, you see tilde over here, right? After we see MDP, there is a tilde, which is the key which you see beside 1 on the left side.
Yeah.
Okay, so that tilde means it is a home directory of your Mac. So you can run pwd command, which stands for present working directory.
Okay.
Okay, and that is your home directory.
Yep.
Okay, and now if you run ls, you will see list of files. So by default, the files will be sorted in ascending order in alphabetical ascending order. So always the capitals will come in the beginning and small will come in the end. That's why you see intros which start with I is at the end, because you got all the names of the files or directories which are in caps first, and then you got the one which is in smaller case. Okay.
Yes.
So that is the default behavior of ls. So, but this doesn't give you the details, what is directory, what is file, what are the permissions you have, etc. So to get all the file level attributes or file level details or file metadata, okay, all means same.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So to get those details, there are additional commands such as additional arguments which this command take.
Okay.
And the argument is passed with ls space.
What?
Type in the terminal. Type in the terminal.
Yes.
ls space. So always arguments with have to be passed using hyphen.
Oh.
So you have to give hyphen, space hyphen, not underscore. Yeah,
Right.
hyphen. If you give L, it gives the file level details. Now hit enter.
Got it.
Okay, now you see each of the file have certain information at the beginning, such as D, RWX, then few hyphens, then some numbers, then your name, then some string called staff, and then some number again, and then a date. Okay.
Yes.
So the first thing, the first section of this, which is D, RWX, and then 6 hyphens, and then for some files you have plus and some special character called at the rate.
Yes.
Right. So these actually give few details which you need to understand. So the first, these are all called as bits. Each hyphen is called as a bit. Okay. For each of these files, the first 4 bits are set. Right. The first one is D. If it is D, that means it's a folder or a directory. If it is just plain hyphen, that means it's a file.
Okay.
Only for the first bit. So what I will recommend you is just say bit 1, bit 2, bit 3, bit 4 like that. Go up to 10, and then I will explain, and then you can make a note of it.
Okay.
In your notes, just type bit 1 through bit 10.
Okay. Bit 1 is D. Bit 2 is.
No. Don't fill anything yet. I will tell you, then you will understand. Just say bit 1, bit 2, bit 3, bit 4, so on up to bit 10.
Okay. Bit 1 is D. Bit 2 is R.
Not like that. Listen to what he is saying.
Oh, you are there, Kalyan?
Yes.
Okay. So I will tell him. Don't worry about it. So let me. So you can actually give me the control rights on this. So the way you can do it, go on to the top.
Yeah.
And yeah, assign. That's correct. And then give me the permissions to control your computer.
Like this.
Yeah, and just give me a moment, okay?
Yes.
Hello? Okay, I got the control on your laptop.
Yep.
So the way you have to make the notes is bit 1, bit 2, like that.
Yeah.
Okay, I know you. I hope you know copy paste commands, right, in Mac?
Of course.
Yeah. So just copy these 2 lines and paste 5 times, so that you, and then modify 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So after bit 1, type space and hyphen and just make a note of what that means. So if it is not set, then it's a file. If it is set to D, then it's a directory. If it is set to L, then it's a soft link. For now, just write file and directory. Don't worry about other things. There are other valid values, but we will see those later. Okay.
Yeah.
And you need to understand the directory and folder means same.
Okay.
Okay. Then bit 2, bit 3, bit 4 tells us the permissions of owner.
Okay.
Okay, so you can group them. You can make a note altogether. You can refine this later also.
Yeah.
Bit 2, bit 3, bit 4 are primarily for owner. Bit 5, bit 6, bit 7 are primarily for group, and yeah, that's good. Okay, so bit 5, bit 6, bit 7 are for owner.
No, bit 2, bit 3, bit 4.
Yeah. Bit 5, bit 6, bit 7 is for group. I'm sorry.
Got it. And bit 7. Yep.
And then bit 8, bit 9, and bit 10 are for others.
Others?
Others, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, you can make one more bit 11.
Okay.
But leave it as blank for now. Don't update anything. So we have at max we'll have 11 bits, but bit 11 typically will not be shown as hyphen if it is unset. If it is set, it will have some special character. So
Okay.
don't worry about it too much. You can ignore it. But just to make you remember that it can have 11 characters, I'm just saying to make a note of bit 11 here.
Got it.
Okay. So owner means, so there is a relationship between bit 2, bit 3, bit 4, and then Rishi. You see afterwards, which means you logged into this computer as Rishi, right? So whatever files you will be created, if you have permissions on the parent directories, they will be by default owned by Rishi.
Okay.
So here the owner have, you can see the second bit is set to R.
Yes.
And third bit is set to W.
Yes.
And fourth bit is set to X, which means that you have read, write, and execute access on the directory.
Okay.
Okay. So what does read mean? So when you run ls-ltr command, or when you when you write make the note, then I will explain.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So here Rishi have read permission, write permission, and as well as execute permission. Okay. So to demonstrate this, what I will do is I will tell you one more command called mkdir, make directory.
Okay. mkdir.
Yeah, which means make a directory. Okay. So it takes one argument. Typically, you can have multiple arguments also. We will see later.
Okay.
And you can also use patterns, regular expressions. Don't worry too much about it. For now, just create directory mkdir.
Okay.
Java classes. Don't mix up the case. Just use you cannot use case. Okay. If you say Java space classes, then you will be creating two directories. One is Java, second one is classes.
Okay.
Okay. So just say Java underscore classes or Java classes, whatever is comfortable for you.
Okay.
Okay. And hit enter. And now again run ls-l command. So you see Java underscore classes, right?
Yeah.
And if you see here, you have read, write, execute permission on that.
Yes.
Okay. So first let us understand what is read. So you can run ls-ltr, ls space -l space -l space Java classes. So wait, don't type everything. Go back. So most of the Linux, Unix will provide you autofill option. So you can type 1 or 2 characters and hit tab.
Okay.
Okay, then it will autofill automatically for you.
Got it.
And hit enter. So the reason why you are not seeing any results is it's an empty directory. You just created a directory. You haven't done anything in that. That's why it is returning empty. It is not returning anything.
Yeah.
Now run the command chmod. Make a note out of it. A note first. Make note first. Chmod. It's primarily to change the permissions on the file.
Okay.
So file or directory, you can say file or directory. So here you can run chmod. Okay, and just say -r space -r
Space -r
space Java classes. Make sure you autofill. Okay, yeah, enter. And now so in this Linux or Unix terminals, you can get to the history by hitting up arrow. So go back to the ls-l command, which go back to here and hit enter. It says permission denied because just do ls-l now. ls space -l and hit enter. So you see here what we have done with chmod. We removed R from everyone, which means we revoked read permissions on the directory.
Okay.
Okay. As you don't have read permissions on the directory, you cannot see what is there in the directory.
Yep, I get it.
So that's what the relevance of those bits. Okay.
Yep.
Now to add it, you can say chmod space +r
Then Java.
Yeah, that's it.
And then if I do this,
yeah,
I see it. Yep.
And also run the ls-l Java classes.
Okay.
Okay. So similarly, now you can next I will cover X.
Okay.
X means execute.
So
X means execute.
Okay.
So if you say cd stands for change directory, another Linux command. Okay, if you say cd Java classes.
Okay. Let me do that.
cd space. Always remember that after the command you type space.
Yes.
I will not tell you anymore. And hit enter.
Yep.
So the reason why you are able to cd is because you have execute permission on the directory.
Okay.
Otherwise, you will not be able to do that. And if you want, you can remove the execute permission and see it later. But if you understand it, you don't need to do it.
Okay. Let's still explain it.
So what I'm saying is, let's go back to its parent directory. So parent directory to this is your home directory, which is no. PWD stands for present working directory.
Oh, oops.
Type PWD and hit enter. So the parent directory for Java classes is /user/rishi. Okay. So cd space .. So dot dot is a special has special property or special behavior. So when you say cd space dot dot, it will take you to the parent directory. So you are changing to your parent directory. From the present working directory, you are going one level up.
Okay.
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 Okay. Now you can say chmod -x.
-x.
Yeah, -x. No. Yeah, -x or -x. So you are revoking the execute permissions. Space.
Okay.
Java classes. Hit enter. Okay. Now try to cd to Java classes. It says permission denied because we have revoked execute permissions on the directory. So for a directory, execute means getting into the directory.
Okay.
For MP4 file, execute means play the song.
Okay.
So depending upon the file properties or directory properties, so directory is also one kind of file. Okay. So depending upon the file properties, it will behave in a particular manner when we grant execute permissions and execute with appropriate tool. So if you try to use CD on MP4 song, even, it will not work. Okay, MP4 can be played only with MP4 player. If you have MP4 player like what is that audio player in Mac? I forgot.
QuickTime.
QuickTime, yeah. Okay, so if you revoke execute permissions on MP4 player, you will not be able to play it anymore. If you revoke an execute permission on a Java program, you will not be execute the Java program anymore.
Okay.
If you revoke execute permission on a directory, you will not be able to get into that directory anymore.
Okay. Can you tell me once again for Java program, so you can.
Don't worry about all those things. We will see those things again later.
Okay. Sure.
Okay, you will understand that later. For now, just make sure you understand that if you have to execute the program, you have to have the user need to have the execute permissions on that.
Okay.
That's the most important thing.
Got it.
What that execute means, it will depend upon the file you are trying to execute.
Okay.
Okay, we will see that later.
Okay.
Similarly, now if you go to add the permissions back, add the execute permission back to Java classes. That's it. Now you can do CD. No, just hit up arrow twice, you will get there. Yeah. And then now you are in the directory, right? Now you can use a command called touch.
Okay.
Make a note of it. So touch means it will create an empty file.
Okay.
Okay. You can say touch testing. Then it will create an empty file called testing. You can run ls -l command here. You can see empty file. Now you understand the relevance of after ec and staff you see 0. So that gives the size of the file in bytes.
Okay.
What is a byte? I will cover later. What is a byte and all those things I will cover later. So you understand the second, third, and fourth bit. Their permissions, read, write, and execute. You are able to create the file because you have write permissions on that directory. Otherwise, you will not be able to.
Yeah.
And if you see at the file level testing, when you create Java classes earlier, it has created with RWX, and also the first bit is D, right? But when we create the file, the first bit is empty because it's a file. Touch will create a file, and RW hyphen because the files generally need not be executable. For example, if it is a text file, It's not a program, so there is nothing like executing it, right?
Yes.
So for that reason, typically we don't need to have execute permissions on files, but there are some special files such as Java programs where we need to have execute permissions, which we will see later. That's why as execution is not required for all the files, when it comes to creating the file, it have given read and write permissions only to you. There is no execute permissions. Okay, and then that is with respect to owner. Rishi is the owner for this file, and staff is the group. What is a group? So on Linux or Unix, so this is your PC, so there will be only one Rishi user, one guest user. Probably your dad also might be using this laptop. Your dad also might be a user. Okay. But when it comes to actual companies, there will be tens and hundreds of users, and each of these tens and hundreds of users will be part of one or more groups. Okay, so if you and your dad, so there are, let's say you have 10 friends, and you all the 10 friends have access to your laptop, which you should not give, but let's assume that all your 10 friends have access to your laptop with a separate user, and also all your family members also have access to it. Okay, so you can create a group called family, create a group called friends, and you can grant certain permissions for family, grant certain permissions on your laptop for group. Sorry, for friends.
Yes.
Okay, so the second one after Rishi, the staff represents those kinds of groups, and the 5th, 6th, and 7th bit will actually giving the permissions for other users in the group. You also can be part of that group.
Okay.
Okay, so for other users, you can control the permissions by changing by removing read access, which means that they cannot see anything in the directory. If you remove the execute access, they cannot go into that directory. If you remove write the access, they cannot actually do anything on that directory. I mean, they cannot create files in that directory.
Okay.
So here you say, see, for Java classes, group have R and X. So they can read, they can get into the directory, but they cannot create files in the directory. And for testing, you see R hyphen hyphen. That means they can read, but they cannot update the file, they cannot execute the file. Okay, you don't worry too much about this. As a owner, you will be able to. That is more than enough for now. But in future, you might want to be curious about what these are, That's why I'm just giving, just mentioning that 5, 6, 7 are for groups, 8, 9, 10 are for others. Even if you don't understand it completely, that is fine. If you understand it completely, it doesn't make a lot of difference at this time.
Okay.
Okay. So far we have learned the PWD, parent working directory, ls to list the files, mkdir to make the directory, chmod to change the permissions on the directory, touch to create an entry file, cd to get into the directory. Okay. Now what I will do, this is brief only about the files and directories. You need to have knowledge about this.
Okay.
Now, if you want to write a Java program, do you have any clue how you can write a Java program? So, to write anything, you need to have an editor. Okay. There are different editors. One is, do you know what editor Mac comes with? Okay. It comes with something called TextEdit. Okay. So TextEdit is like Notepad in Windows, if you are familiar with Windows. And if you start typing in TextEdit, TextEdit is primarily to create your own text. It's not about writing programs. Another editor which is very popular in Linux and Unix world is VI or VIM. You can make a note out of it. VI or VIM.
RV.
No. VI is one tool and VIM is a different tool. Or.
Okay.
So VI is very primitive, which is there from generation 1. VIM is a little bit modern tool. That's why they call it as VIM. Or you can think a text edit, not text editor.
Oh, my bad.
Okay. So, but you should not use text edit to write the programs, even though you can make notes. Next editor, you will not be using VI or VIM also, but you should know that these editors are popular, and at some point you should get familiarized with this VI or VIM.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So we will write a simple program in Java. Okay. So for that, first, so if you want to, you have an MP4 file, okay, on your laptop. If you want to play it, what you need to have either Quick Edit or some other MP4 player. Otherwise, you will not be able to play. Okay. Similarly, even to run Java programs, you need to have some software which is running, which is similar to QuickTime. Okay, that software can compile plain text into a Java class, and also we can use that software to run the program also. You will understand what I mean later. Don't worry if you do not get it completely. Okay. What you need to understand is to write and run Java programs. You need to have that. You need to have a software, and that software is called as Java Runtime Environment, or JRE or JVM. Make another line. Make another line, and also Java Runtime Environment in brackets say JRE. Go to the next line and say Java Virtual Machine, which is JVM. Okay. So you need to have this Java Runtime Environment or JVM to validate whether you have it or not. You can go to the terminal.
Okay.
And you can just run Java space -version and hit enter. Okay, so you have the JRE. You can see here Java version 1.8.4, and you can see it has the 64-bit server virtual machine. Okay, and also it is saying Java SC runtime environment.
Yeah.
So it is like a QuickTime for your MP4. QuickTime for Java software for your Java program is like QuickTime for your MP4. Okay, so you have Java, so we can start writing the Java program. Okay, so writing Java program, you need to understand certain rules. Okay, and for now we will bypass those rules. Don't worry, don't make a note of it. Just to open a file for just say VI in the VI space hello world, H capital and W capital, everything in single word. No, don't use underscores.
Okay.
I will explain why you should not use underscores unless I tell you, especially while developing Java. Hello world, yeah, that's it.
Okay.
and .java. Okay, so when it comes to hit enter. So we are creating a new file and we are trying to edit. When we use vi, when you use touch, it will just create empty file and it will come out.
Okay.
Whereas if you use vi, it will create a new file and also it will let you edit. Okay.
Okay.
So here, when it comes to VI editor, by default, you will be in something called escape mode or command mode.
Okay.
So let's type B in this. It doesn't do anything except for ringing a bell.
Yeah.
You just got a ding sound, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So by default, VA editor, when you open a file with VA editor, it will be in escape mode. Okay. To change it to insert mode, you have to first hit I and observe what is happening at the bottom. It says -- insert. So you are in insert mode now. Now you can just type hello world. Okay, now you can type as much as you want, hit enter, and you can type whatever you want. Okay. Okay, so you are welcome. So you can delete these things. Okay. Now I will. So you are still in insert mode. If you hit escape, you are gone back to escape mode or command mode.
Yep.
Okay. So for now, don't worry about escape mode. Try to use it in the insert mode. I will give you some tips as the class proceeds, so that you get familiar with VI, you get as much familiar with Linux as well. Okay. So now I will give you a link. Just bear with me.
Okay.
So I'm pasting it in the chat.
Okay.
So just copy from the chat and paste it in that file. Chat, the WebEx chat. Okay. So you will understand the rules and all later. Now hit escape, so that you go back to the command mode again.
Yes.
So now you have to come out of it.
Yes.
So in the escape mode, you have to hit colon. Colon will be 2 keys left from enter. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you can say write and quit. WQ. W for write, Q for quit, and hit enter. Yeah. Now your file is you have developed your first hello world program in Java, and you saved it and you came out of it.
Okay.
Okay. And you can actually see the details of the file using a command called cat. Cat will just print the contents of the file on your console. Of the file on terminal or console. Yeah. So cat hello world.java and hit enter. Now you can see the program. Okay. Now you can say Java C for Java compile. No capital.
My bad.
Yeah. Space. No, don't worry about this. You will understand. You will be doing this all the going forward. So don't need to worry about this. So just type Java C and hello world.java. Tab.
Oh, yeah.
and now run ls-ltr. Sorry, ls-l, just L. Don't worry about tr. Okay, so you see there is a Java file and there is a class file. Okay, so the class is like your MP4 file. Okay, Java is just a text file. Class is like your MP4 file, which you will be used to play using QuickTime. If you try to open that MP4, you will not. You will only see all garbled characters. It will not be in readable format. So similarly, if you try to cat on hello world.class, cat hello world.class.
Oh.
Yeah, see, the thing is, when you hit a hello world, it came when you hit H and hit tab, it came to dot because there is a class and there is Java after dot. After that, again, if you type just C and hit a tab, it will get class. If you so you can and hit tab. Okay, see, it has some weird characters, which can be understandable. It is understandable by only your Java runtime environment. No one can understand this file. Like MP4 file cannot be understood by a text editor. That's why if you try to open MP4 file with a text editor, you will see only weird characters. It will not play you the song for you. Similarly, Java this class file can only be understood by Java runtime environment or Java virtual machine. It cannot be understood by anything else.
Okay.
Okay, now to run it, you just say Java space hello world. That's it. No, remove Java class. Remove those things.
Okay.
Remove dot, and hit enter. Let's see if it runs or not.
Okay.
It ran.
Yeah.
So you don't need to. So as long as you have the class file, Java command is smart enough to see that okay, there is a class file with this file name. So it will not. It will directly run it. You don't need to specify dot class to your Java command to run the compiled code. Okay. So now if you cat hello world.java once again, hit enter, you see you have written 4 lines of code in this.
Yes.
But when we actually run using Java, it only prints hello world.
Yes.
So the rest of the stuff is to make sure Java C compiles it into appropriate bytecode. The bytecode is the one which you are seeing as part of cat hello world.class. That is bytecode of your program with some metadata, so that the JVM or JRE can understand. And finally, Java command actually let you run the program. Okay. So you make a note of another important command, history. It will give the history of all your commands which you ran in this session, not only in this session, later also if you continue working here, working in the terminal, you can get history, I think up to 5000 by default. You can change the number. You can type history now.
Okay.
Type in the terminal.
1 second. Yeah.
See, you got the history. Okay.
Okay.
And if you want to search for a particular command,
okay,
you can hit Control R.
Control R or Command R?
Try command. I think Control R. Try Command R. I think Control R. You have to hit Control R.
No, yeah, because Control R is different. So,
let me. Yeah, Control R is the one which you have to use. Okay. Control will be beside. Yeah. See, reverse I search means it is trying to search in reverse fashion.
Okay.
Okay, now you can type. Let's say you want to run Java hello world again. So just start typing Java in this search.
Okay.
So it got the last one. Okay. Yeah. Now you can run whatever. You can search it. You can search the entire. So again hit Control R.
Yep.
Delete this. Yeah. That's fine. Yeah. Now hit enter and it will run the program. So you have to little bit you have to be little bit comfortable with yeah. So this is the recent Java command. There are certain shortcuts which you need to understand, which will give you a lot more flexibility, which I will teach later. But for now, just use Control R to search for particular string, and it will autofill automatically.
Got it.
Okay, so you don't need to only hit up arrow to go to a particular command. You can use Control R.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the first session about understanding the commands, compute a little bit, using terminal, using different editors like VI and all. We will not be using VI that extensively.
Yeah.
We will be using some other editor, which I will explain in a moment.
Okay.
So here I will give you an exercise from the Linux command.
Okay.
So you have ls command, right? We have used ls command. So by next class, probably I will set up next class on Wednesday.
Okay.
It will be a little bit earlier. It will be around 5:30 p.m. for you or 6 p.m. It will be only for half an hour. It will not be longer class. Only
Okay.
Mondays we will spend 1 hour.
Mondays? You mean Sundays?
Sunday night, yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Rest of the days we will only spend half an hour, but I will give you exercises. So you have to put a lot of effort from your side.
Okay.
Okay, so that you are good in programming. Okay, so the exercise for today is you need to tell me what is T and R means for ls. Okay, you have used -l,
Okay.
right, to get the permissions. If you to get the properties of the files, there are additional arguments other than L, which are T and R.
Okay.
And also ls hyphen ltr, all three together.
Okay.
Okay, that is one thing which you need to understand. And also you should know how another assignment is you have to explore and tell me how to delete the directory, and also how to delete that testing. We have created an empty file called testing, right? So delete directory and also delete files, empty file testing. Okay, so that being said, we still have 10 more minutes. I will explain what I will be covering as part of the next couple of months.
Okay.
So you can stop sharing your screen. I can actually take it back, and I'm making myself as presenter.
And then stop. Oh.
No, I'm becoming myself as presenter, and now I'm sharing my screen.
Got it.
Okay. So here, this is my website, itversity.com.
Okay.
So courses, if you go to courses, there is this Java Foundations Programming.
Okay.
Okay, so this will be so we both will work on this. That way, you will also get familiar with HTML little bit.
Okay.
Okay. So the idea is not only you clearing the certification. Within a year or year and a half, you should have your own website.
Okay.
Okay, so I will spend 1 hour continuously even after this 2 months summer break, and try to teach you as much as I can, so that you can build a website by yourself within 1 to 1.5 years.
Okay.
Okay, if you are interested.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so here the curriculum will be. So we will start with numeral systems, binary. We will understand what does that byte means. I mentioned to you about the size is 0 for testing file, right?
Yeah.
And 0 bytes. So you need to understand what the byte means, byte, megabyte, gigabyte, etc. We will understand components of computers such as memory, hard disk, or hard disk or storage or CPU, those things. I will give brief overview about operating systems.
Okay.
Then we will see files and directories, which we have already seen today. Then command line and graphical user interfaces. Okay, so you already used VA editor, which is kind of command line editor. Different text editors, VA fall under this. We will also see briefly about other editors, which are quite popular. And then more importantly, integrated development environment, which stands for IDE. Okay, so by next class, you also have to go through this topic and set up Eclipse by yourself.
Okay.
Okay, no need to run the program. If you want, you can run the program by following the video. I think I have covered creating the program and running the program also. But if you could not run the program, that is fine. We will run the program under my supervision so that you understand how to create it appropriately.
Okay.
Okay, so I am pasting this URL for you. You go through this and try to set up the environment.
Okay.
Okay, and now let me go back to the Java Foundations program and let me talk about programming curriculum. This one we have to be done within this week. Whatever computer fundamentals and Java environment setup we have seen, we should be done by this week. So next week you should start writing the programs.
Okay.
And the curriculum is, first we will start with main method of Java, writing our first program. Then I will explain what is data types and variables. Then I will explain what are functions and methods. Then I will explain something called string, how to deal with strings. Then I will explain decision statements like if condition. You will understand when we talk about it.
Yeah.
The operators, loops, recursion, all those things.
Yep.
So as part of this, we will write very simple programs. We will not write any complex programs. Probably it might take a week or two to cover all these things.
Okay.
It all depends upon the pace at which you grasp.
Okay.
You are the only student which is part of the class, so the pace is driven by you. Okay. Probably I might add one more senior person, but the first preference will be given to you. Okay. And then we will write a lot of programs once we go through the basics. Then we'll actually start with very simple programs swapping two numbers, then getting absolute value of a number. Then we'll understand how to come up with logic to implement prime number, palindrome, Fibonacci series, factorials and combinations, sum of digits, sum of n integers, Pascal triangle, printing a Pascal triangle, and then we will slowly get on to little bit more complex programs. Okay. I will give some complex programs which I am also not very comfortable in writing, so you can actually test yourself whether you will be able to accomplish those things.
Okay.
Then we will talk about object-oriented concepts, pure theory. I will try to give 2-3 examples, and I will give 4 to 5 exercises to you so that you understand what object-oriented concepts means.
Okay.
Then we will talk about object-oriented programming. Okay, so this one is primarily core programming, implementing simple algorithms. Okay, but to build good applications, you need to be comfortable with object-oriented concepts. You will understand why object-oriented concepts are so important, and then we will cover how to program using object-oriented concepts. Okay. Then we will talk about collections. Collections is you will understand at that time. Don't need to worry about it. And the curriculum is designed based on this certification. Okay, Oracle Certified Junior Associate.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the certification provided by Oracle itself for novices like you. Okay, and for that exam, the suggested course by them is Java Foundation.
Yep.
So I am preparing the content based on this course, and it's a lot more than what they have mentioned in this, so that the people like you can really understand what is going on and be comfortable with programming and object-oriented concepts. So if you go to the course, you will be definitely able to give the certification with a lot more confidence. Whether you will clear it or not, it's a different story, but the confidence will be definitely much higher.
Okay.
Okay. So you go through this and make sure that I am on track as per this curriculum. Again, it's your responsibility. Okay. If I am getting away from it, if I skip any topic, you should tell me that, okay, you haven't covered this. At least, even if I could not cover those things, at least I will try to give pointers.
Okay.
So did you get the latest link?
Is it? Yes.
Not itversity.com, about this academy.oracle.com, because I pasted it in the chat, but I'm not. Yeah. Now I got it.
No.
Yeah, you should have got it now. So go through this link.
Yep.
And make sure that we are on track as part of this curriculum. Okay. Again, here there is another link. So once you go to that link, there is a PDF, and you have to go to this PDF. Okay, let me paste. This is the direct URL. Most likely it will work. So save this PDF. Okay.
Okay.
And we will try to go through this entire content.
Okay.
Okay. Only thing I might not be able to cover is final project, developing a Java-based animation application or game. We will search online if there's anything like that, and you can give it a try. Okay.
Okay.
Okay then. So there is an assignment, and also you have to go through this itversity.com link to set up Eclipse. Okay, Eclipse is integrated development environment. The advantage of using that is, you see, using VA editor, how complex it is to write a simple program of hello world. You have to open it, you have to change it to insert mode, you have to type a few lines of code, and there will not be any autofill or recommendations on the code. All those things will be addressed using IDEs. That's why we want to set up the IDE, and we want to start developing programs on that.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Any questions here?
No. I get it.
Yeah. Okay. Hey Kalyan, so from next class, you don't need to. Oh, he's not here. Okay. Okay. Anyway, that's fine. I just want him to be there for the first session, so that we are all on same page. And that's fine. I'm very comfortable with you. So we will take it further and put your effort, and definitely we will be there in 2 months. And then we will not limit to this. As in, we will continue learning, and within a year or two, as I have mentioned to you earlier, you should have your own website. And also, we will actually complete this course, the Java Foundations course. You can start blogging on the website. If you want, you can create few videos also and become a video logger, and that will give you a lot of exposure. And then we will broadcast the course to many broader audience, so that any high schooler can learn the basic computers along with programming.
Yep.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, then see you on Wednesday around 6 a.m. my time, which means 5:30 p.m. or 6 p.m. your time.
You'll send me a calendar invitation, right?
Yeah, I will set up the WebEx invitation.
Okay, perfect.
And it will be a recurring invitation. Only for today, I just set up for this 1 hour session, so that we understand each other and we plan accordingly. I already spoke to your dad, and he told that you are taking full-time classes from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. On calculus.
Yes.
So that's why I want to set up the other weekday sessions around 6 p.m. your time, at least two other sessions every week, so that you are up to speed.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.